What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Changing Narratives, man, with another reaction news, and we doing a follow-up on that ICE shooting that was in Minnesota. So they released the video, and come to find out, matter of fact, I ain't gonna tell you, we gonna jump right into the video. I'm gonna just show the video, and then we gonna get to the commentary part, because I want y'all to see it firsthand with me. You feel me?
To Fox News alert, the city on edge. Huge crowds gathering in Minneapolis overnight after an ICE-involved shooting. People are tense after a woman is shot and killed by an ICE agent. A warning, the video we're about to show you is graphic.
No! You can see ICE officers approaching an SUV that was blocking the road. The woman behind the wheel quickly backs up, and as she drives off, shots are fired, leaving her dead.
Alexis McAdams joins us now from Minneapolis with the latest. Alexis.
Good morning. So as we all see those pictures and those videos, not just, on our screen, but people here locally watching all these different cell phone videos, people have questions, and some people have already made up their mind. They've taken to the streets saying that ICE murdered this woman. But DHS says the agent was acting in self-defense. They say he was hit by that woman who was trying to interrupt an ongoing ICE operation. Let's look at that video again, and it is a little graphic. Watch. No! No!
Oh, yeah, she did hit the officer.
God! What the
She hit the officer with the truck.
You just what the you do? And so those people just happen to be right there filming because this woman was trying to block the streets, according to agents. So DHS says the woman.
Bro, look, it's a cop, not the cop pulling on the door handle, but the cop that's in front of the truck, bro. The one that's right there in front of the truck.
Used her
Look,
SUV.
Boom,
she tried to, put
boom. Look, she dog.
There on that snowy road to stop them from going around.
You can't use your vehicle as a weapon, bro. They got the right to shoot. They got a right to shoot.
Walked up to her. They told her to get out of the car.
She literally hit the officer.
When they reached to open her door of that SUV, she kind of backed up. Then she says, or they say, she put it into drive and stepped on the gas, speeding toward the agents, hitting one. That agent opened fire. So a lot of videos. I want to show you a different one, though, that I've been looking closely at. So you can see this different angle appears to show the SUV strike the officer who fired the deadly shots. He was hospitalized but released. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says the woman used her car as a weapon.
Look at the officer. You see him right in front of the car. Look.
ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question.
Hold on, because I don't think y'all, the liberals,
agent
didn't see that.
Fire. So a lot of videos. I want to show you a different one, though, that I've been.
Look, he right in front of the truck. You see the officer in front of the truck?
Looking closely at. So you can see this different angle appears to show the SUV strike the officer who fired the deadly shots. He was hospitalized but released. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says the woman used her car as a weapon.
That's crazy.
ICE officers.
That look wild.
Say she put it into drive and stepped on the gas, speeding toward the agents, hitting one. That agent opened fire. So a lot of videos. I want to show you a different one, though, that I've been looking closely at. So you can see this different angle appears to show the SUV strike the officer who fired the deadly shots. He was hospitalized but released. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says the woman used her car as a weapon.
ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day. ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands.
First off, you see what I'm saying? They instructed you to stop the car, to get out the car. Let's dissect it. We're going to dissect this. You feel me? Let me make my screen bigger. Hold on. Because we finna dissect this. Hold on. Okay. So, cop tell you to get out the car, cut the car off. First thing, didn't do it. Didn't do it. All right. Let's see what else happened.
She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over.
So then, refusing the officer command, she proceeded to use her vehicle as a weapon. Remind you, she's not even a migrant.
So the woman who was killed has now been identified as Renee Nicole Macklin Good. We know she's 37 years old. She recently moved to Minnesota and was out there for what some people called being a legal observer, trying to see what ICE was doing. Investigators say she wasn't just here at this scene, okay? She had been walking around and following them around in her car at other locations to stop operations. Some officials say this woman was murdered by ICE. The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob.
So she been, before all this popped off, she's been driving her car, following ICE, trying to stop all their operations. Right?
Fry saying they should get out of here.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull. And I have a message for ICE.
Man.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
So what would happen if what would happen if ICE would have got ran over by the car and his leg or something would have got broke, or he would have, you know what I'm saying, just fell out and died? Then what would have been the story?
Okay, so as the shooting remains under investigation, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, who's at the center of a massive fraud investigation, is telling people not to believe what he calls the DHS propaganda machine. He says it's time for the feds to pack up.
You don't gotta believe nothing. Just look at the video.
Further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight.
Oh, you stole $19 billion. What are you talking about? You shouldn't even be talking about this situation, bro.
We will not take the bait.
And Walz kept warning you guys yesterday, saying don't react, don't overreact, peacefully protest. But when you look at the video clips, they were trying to break into the federal building in one of the clips. And then also they're throwing ice and snow at those agents. Let's take a look.
Look at this.
And whether the people here in Minneapolis support ICE or not, and they have questions, that's fair. They want to ask those questions, they can ask the questions. But assaulting these ICE agents, DHS says it's happening, and it's happening more often. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on it. Because of protests here, this is what the school district did. The Minneapolis school district is closing now for the rest of the week. They're saying we're just going to do it as precaution because they saw what happened in 2020 here, where it was chaos. And so we're hoping that's not going to happen again. We'll be here on the ground, though.
Right. Democrats are great at closing schools. Thanks so much, Alexis. They're very comfortable doing that. So the kids pay the price. I'm just amazed too. We can get into the nuances and we could slow all the video down and start looking where everyone was standing. Bottom line is, they were clearly telling her to stop. Do you know anybody in your life that when told to pull over by a cop would continue to drive and then plow straight ahead into that cop?
Right.
That fundamentally is extremely dangerous behavior.
Alexis mentioned something in her hit there that this woman claimed to be a legal observer, having covered dozens of protests and riots. A legal observer does not put themselves in the middle of the law enforcement action by blocking, impeding ICE trying to move that car. Doesn't obviously speed away, putting potentially ICE officers' lives in danger. But I think it's very rich that the mayor, Jacob Fry, there is prejudging an investigation that has now started into what exactly happened by calling it murder, by saying that it was BS, that it was self-defense, and dropping F-bombs instead of facts. Watch.
I'm so sorry if I offended their Disney princess ears, but here's the thing. If we're talking about what's inflammatory, on the one hand, you got someone who dropped an F-bomb, and on the other hand, you got someone who killed somebody else. F-bomb, killing somebody. I think the more inflammatory action is killing somebody. And so, once again, let's be real and just honest and straight up about what's happening here. This is not okay. The way they're coming into cities, not just Minneapolis, but around the country, is not okay.
Yes, it is. You have illegal immigrant criminals in your city. You won't arrest them. Someone's got to.
A sanctuary city.
Good point.
ICE would not have to make at-large arrest if the local authorities cooperated with handing over violent, illegal criminal aliens over to the feds. So it's not only appropriate, it's necessary.
And these officers are just doing the job that they were told to do by the people above them. And you're right, Brian. When a police officer is telling you to get out of your car, you're supposed to listen.
Right.
And she continues to drive. And if you look at different angles of that video, she did hit the police officer and he fired shots. And then Paul Murrow, who you interviewed earlier, said that if you look at where he fired the shots, it went through the windshield. So she was directly coming at him. It wasn't that he fired shots through the side of the car, Paul says. He said the car actually hit the officer and he had a few seconds to actually think, how do I handle this? And he fired shots because as as Kristi Noem was saying, that she was using her vehicle as a weapon. She weaponized her vehicle. Kristi Noem also said the same officer had previously been dragged by a car back in June, dragged by an
The same thing we've been saying. Same thing I've been saying.
ICE rider in June. The driver rammed him with a car and dragged him, and he sustained injuries at the time. So when you have that split-second decision to decide, how do I handle this? You see another car coming toward you. He fires shots because he feared for his life that she was going to hit him. And in fact, she actually did hit him. He's okay. He went to the hospital. And now he was released, and now he's with family.
And why were the tensions so high? Because for months you have had the governor, the mayor, and other Democrats fueling this rhetoric, painting ICE in a derogatory manner with assaults against ICE officers up 1,300%. And I thought, Brian, when you interviewed that Minnesota investigative journalist, Liz Collin, she was really tying it to the same kind of rhetoric we heard just 5-6 years ago. Listen.
I think they're sticking to the playbook from more than 5 years ago. Jump to conclusions, fan the flames, make this all about President Trump, and repeat their anti-law enforcement rhetoric. We heard it from both Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey and Governor Tim Walz with those press conferences yesterday. We did see thousands of people gather last night. We captured protesters on camera chanting anti-ICE messages. We know Minneapolis schools are canceled today and tomorrow. Activities canceled as well. They say due to safety concerns, and we know that Minneapolis police, they've been told any days off, they are now canceled through Sunday as the city continues to be on high alert. And certainly you're right, Brian, this rhetoric from our so-called leaders certainly not helping.
Right.
And Brian, you also asked her, what do we know about the woman that was shot inside the car? 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good from Colorado Springs, from that area, a poet and a writer, a wife and a mom. And the local reporter said that there was a woman also in the vehicle with her who got out and was crying and identified herself as her wife and said they have a 6-year-old child together.
So meanwhile, the other thing that was happening right before this, we went wall to wall with the shooting and the aftermath.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And clip.
That is wild. So there you have it. There you have it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Keep me in the algorithm. But that's just my opinion on it, man. She used the car like a weapon. She disobeyed orders. She been following ICE around the whole time, trying to stop their operation. And the cop just happened to be standing in the front of her vehicle. And technically, by law, he had the right to kill her. But rest in peace to that lady too, man. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.